Now, just last week, I said that I was making my last and final $1 XRP warning video. And it came right on time because just this morning, we finally went below $1 for about 30 minutes. And I don't know, that might have been it. That might have been our last chance to get XRP under $1. You guys let me know in the comments down below. Did your orders get filled? Are we going lower? You guys let me know what you think. And we're going to run you through today's update. It's going to be an important one before we go live tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. We do it every Tuesday, Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on this show. Make sure you have subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the updates. Let's get into it. So despite President Trump saying that the Strait of Hormuz is opened up yesterday, the U.S. has just fired on a ship breaking its blockade of Iran. This is being reported by the Wall Street Journal this morning. When we look at the actual Hormuz traffic, per this reporting, not exactly sure. This is various platforms compiled by Bloomberg. And we're back to a standstill when you look at this. As far as number of commercial ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz, we're down to about nothing. And as I just reported, Wall Street Journal saying we have just fired on a ship breaking the blockade. Now, this is after just yesterday, President Trump, when asked, said the Strait was opened up. And that's been the rhetoric this entire time. We have a peace deal. It's an imminent peace deal. We have a ceasefire. This is all going to work out. They're begging for a deal. They're going to hand over the uranium. They're going to give control of the Strait. We already have control of the Strait. The Strait's opened up. Here we are, right? And so these macro events playing out are going to continue to drag on and hit crypto between now and the midterms, before we get that Clarity Act signed into law, right? What catalyst do we have right now to push crypto up higher? We're waiting on the Clarity Act. We're waiting for a lot of these things in the macro to subside, these fires to be put out to where folks can feel comfortable, allocating towards digital assets. Right now, it's just institutional investors buying up the bags from retail who is capitulating. And they're capitulating because we can't afford everyday life out here, right? I'll just give you guys one example. With the mortgage rates that we're now facing, we're back up nearly at 7% mortgage rates in the United States of America right now. U.S. existing home sales fell by 1.7% in July after falling 1.4% month over month in June. High mortgage rates and record home prices continue to hurt demand. 30-year mortgage rates reached 6.7 to 6.8%, its highest in 12 months, while the median home price reached around $440,000 in June, its record high. The only reason why that median home price number keeps going up is because we're seeing all of the activity in houses that are $750,000 and above. The rich, those with assets, can still buy, and that's who's buying. Your first-time buyer, your regular folk who are just trying to get into a standard home. It's not happening. It's not moving. It's dead, and we're absolutely going through a real estate reset. We put you in front of this one years in front of this one. We saw it coming, and I hope that you guys are in position to take advantage of this, because what I'm doing and what I've positioned myself for is we build up this position in the risk on offensive side of my portfolio that involves crypto. We go print 5 baggers, we go print 10 baggers, and then we're rolling that into real assets. In fact, I'm going to be doing a breakdown here probably for my Discord group on kind of the Agenda 2030 for me and my family, being to stack as many real assets and stack as many assets that can produce us cash flow between now and 2030. I think a lot gets done between now and then, and the opportunity is right now. The opportunity is XRP below $1, sell it off at double digits, roll it into real assets, or take a loan against it, even better, right? Never sell, never have a tax bill to pay, and roll it into hard assets, cash flowing businesses, etc. Real estate going to be a prime opportunity. And in fact, I'm looking at the economic calendar right now. Yeah, that data came in at 4.06 million existing home sales versus expectations of 4.05. So, yeah, anyways, we'll continue to watch that while we wait for the Clarity Act to get passed. Russia already did it, and now their central bank is proposing allowing Bitcoin, Ether, and USDT to trade on regulated exchanges. So we have officially been surpassed by Russia. Now their central bank is coming forward. Our central banker chief, right, Kevin Warsh, now he does own crypto and he has some exposure to crypto, but we are being left behind by our allies, by our enemies, and everybody else who's getting this deal done. Now, thankfully, we are moving in the right direction. This will get done eventually. And the bright side, we have to look at, this is terrible. It's just absolutely ridiculous that we're dealing with this. The good news is the buying opportunities that we get to take advantage of in the meantime. And in the meantime, the SEC will continue moving forward with their rulemaking process. They're going to hold an open meeting on Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern to consider whether to issue a release proposing new rules to create a tailored offering regime for certain investment contracts involving crypto assets. So the rulemaking process continues for the SEC, the CFTC, the OCC, and other regulatory agencies and bodies that are going to oversee these markets. And so while the DC dance continues and is the most frustrating thing ever, it's despicable. They should be so ashamed of themselves. They have no shame, though, and I'm not going to get started because I get myself worked up talking about the DC dance. So we're just going to avoid that, and we're going to flip to the good news, which is it presented a buying opportunity for us. I just picked up more XRP yesterday. I'll show you that in 1 second. Now, XRP coming to X Money, you better believe it's going to happen. We got AO, who's head of engineering at Ripple X. He tags Elon yesterday, and he says, "Thanks for the $25 gift in my X Money account. Much appreciated. When should we expect RLUSD support?" Ooh. And people are asking him, well, what about XRP? And he says, "Trust me, if we get Elon's attention, XRP will be in as well, no doubt." Well, I wanted to remind everybody that we did get Elon's attention back in 2022, Brad Garlinghouse, when we were going through this SEC versus Ripple lawsuit, and we watched the SEC continue to be a bad faith actor, continue to attack Ripple and others, and we found a little common ground here with Elon. Brad Garlinghouse tweets out, "The SEC wants you to think it cares about disclosure, transparency, and clarity. Don't believe them. When the truth eventually comes out, the shamefulness of their behavior here will shock you." And boy, did we expose it. Boy, did that red folder get filled up, and were we vindicated on everything or what? Absolutely. The damages were absolutely massive. The only debate is how big were the damages. And we got Elon's attention through this whole process. So it was painful. Some of us took advantage of that buying opportunity that the SEC lawsuit presented. Thank you very much, Gary Gensler. But in the same breath, what was the other bright side? We got Elon's attention. He responded to Brad Garlinghouse here, and he said, "No way," which I think is kind of a sarcastic, like, "Oh, you don't say." The same SEC that sued Elon's companies too. And so we're watching X Money roll out. I believe that the integration will be there. You're seeing it. Same thing with the DTCC. Same thing with Swift. Same thing with X Money. A lot of these platforms are just going to be blockchain agnostic. They're going to tap in Ethereum, Solana, XRP, RLUSD will be there, obviously. They're connecting all of it for the most part. Are you going to be able to trade your meme coins on X Money? Probably not. Maybe they create a launch pad, or they connect to the Solana DEX or the XRP Ledger DEX. Eventually that would be great. But I just thought it was cool that AO tagged Elon, and I wanted to remind everybody that Elon is well aware. And so I wanted to ask two things. What do you make of Elon never mentioning XRP? Let me know in the comments down below why that is. And I also want to hear from you guys, why have we not heard from Brad Garlinghouse here lately? It's been like a month since he was on CNBC, and he did the fireside chat at Kansas at his university. But since then, Brad Garlinghouse has kind of been MIA. This whole Clarity Act thing over the past month, we haven't really heard from Brad since those last public appearances. Is he just taking a vacation? I doubt. He might be taking a little trip, which he deserves. I'm sure he's still working. But where is Brad? Brad Garlinghouse. Brad, where are you? Come on the show, man. So everybody tag Brad and tell him that I'm waiting for him to come on the show. We'd love to have him back for a summer episode. Let's get his thoughts on the Clarity Act. Where is he? Now, XRP. We warned. You can't say that we didn't say it was coming, right? After we'd been beaten down to these levels, we said, hey, they're going to make the meme come a reality. XRP is going to trade below $1. They want to make fun of us. People are betting on the prediction markets that XRP is going to go below $1. That's where they're going to take it. And sure enough, they did. Now, Chart Nerd had provided this data to us last week. The XRP has historically provided a negative return in August during every previous midterm year. In 2014, it was down 5.7%. In 2018, it was down 23%. In 2022, it was down 13%. And so far, we're down 5.1% month to date. And that was posted at 2:51 a.m. So that was before we had actually gone below $1, which we officially did this morning. And I'll show you where a 14% drawdown would take us for where XRP started out the month of August is about that 90-cent region. I'll show you that in 1 second. But I want you to bookmark this tweet. I want you to save this moment. I want you to save this video. Hit the like button on this video so it'll be saved into your liked videos so you can come back to this moment. You can come back to this tweet where we point out that the meme was made a reality. RLUSD is worth more than XRP. This is the bear market bottom meme you won't forget. Looking back, it will be seen as the last chance to ever get XRP below $1. And while the Twitter talking heads call XRP dead and make a little meme, we will keep stacking. We'll let the children go over to Grok and make a little meme. You know, hey Grok, make a meme of XRP holders crying for me. And put on the screen RLUSD at $1 and XRP at 99 cents. Please make that meme for me, Grok, so I can post it on X to my 100 followers that won't even see this post, and so that I can feel better about myself today. That's happening right now. And it makes me laugh. It makes me sad because these are the people that'll get left behind, right? That is not a productive use of your time. I don't know what people think they're going to accomplish. We're here in August of 2026, and after everything that we've been through, you think that your little meme is going to get me to sell my XRP? You think that the XRP army, after everything we've been through, is going to give up our XRP because you copy-pasted the same crappy comment onto every XRP influencer's post this morning? I love doing that. I love looking at the trolls. They post some stupid comment. You go to their replies and you see that they've copy-pasted the same stupid comment on literally every XRP influencer's post over the past hour. Like, do you people have a job? What are we doing here? Over the last 45 minutes, you've posted the same stupid tweet, the same stupid comment that XRP's dead. It's just exit liquidity for Ripple. And you copy-pasted that to 24 different XRP influencers posts this morning. What did we accomplish? Do you think we're going to sell? You think we're going to give up our XRP? We will have to die. And even then, we still won't give up our XRP because it gets passed off to our children. We've already structured the trust. We will never give up our XRP. And we are still buying XRP today. While these clowns make little memes, we're going to make generational wealth by buying XRP today, by buying these other assets with utility today. And I said, just imagine if that was the last 30 minutes that XRP ever trades below $1. Because that's what happened. This is the 5-minute chart. And you can see 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You got another little wick right here. You know, you're at about like 30 to 40 minutes of opportunity to pick up XRP under $1. Here's the full chart for you guys. Right, we went all the way down here to basically 99 cents. This 5-minute candle started it. So, you know, you're right at about 30 to 40 minutes. That's it. That's all you got. Now, let me know in the comments down below. Are we still going to go below $1 again? And how low do you think we're going to go? Let me know in the comments down below. What level are we going to? Let me know where you got your buy orders placed at. Or maybe you don't want to say because you want to sneak your order in. I'll tell you, I'm trying to sneak my orders in right now, and we're getting them filled up. A huge shout out to iTrust Capital for filling us up here at 101 yesterday. I posted this on X just because I want to be public. Did I think XRP was going to go back below $3? No. Did I think it was going to go back below $2? No. Did I think XRP was going to go to, $10, $20 during 2025 last bull run? Yes. Wrong. Completely wrong. But did we put ourselves in a bad position? No, we didn't over leverage ourselves. Is it disappointing? Yeah. Is it frustrating? Sure. But did we sell the house to go buy XRP? Did we take on debt to go buy XRP? Is my entire XRP position built on leverage? No leverage. No, we didn't overextend ourselves. I saw XRP went below $1 this morning. I went and watered my garden. That's all we're doing. We're just tending to our garden these days. Because I got my buy orders placed on these platforms. I'll let the Twitter talking heads and the little meme makers have their moment of fun. XRP's below RLUSD, ha ha ha. I'll let them have their fun and do that. I don't know, that's not productive. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish. But for me, what's a productive morning? Oh, okay, XRP's going below $1. I don't need to run up to the exchange and get my buy order in. I already was ready. Buy orders were already placed. And so I can go water my garden and say, wow, tomatoes and cucumbers are doing good. Just harvested all my lettuce. That's done. The summer heat's here. We'll have to wait for the cool season to grow some more lettuce. Berries are done too. But we're harvesting tomatoes, cucumbers, and I just started some broccoli for the fall. The sun is shining. Orders are being filled. That's how I'm spending my summer. I don't know. How are you spending your summer? How are you enjoying it? I'm letting it get filled up right here, folks. 101. And a huge shout out because these platforms, you're going to have a different order book on these different platforms and centralized exchanges that you're using. And some people are not going to get their orders filled up. I'm telling you right now, it's going to come and go so quickly. Now, if you haven't already signed up with my sponsor, iTrust Capital, I highly recommend you guys consider their platform for their IRA, for your retirement funds, their premium custody for just free institutional grade custody, or their treasury account for your business, your LLC, your trust, your nonprofit. They have you completely covered over there with precious metals as well. But iTrust Capital, my order that I've been sitting on here at 101, that got filled up yesterday. And then I also went to Caleb and Brown yesterday, and I let everybody know on Twitter. I let my Discord group know. I let my Discord group know the exact prices that I placed the order at. But I just went to X to let everybody know that, yep, I just placed more buy orders. And I'll say publicly it's between here and 88 cents. Here and 90 cents. Somewhere in there. I'm just stacking up orders. And this is why I don't think that we go below that 88 cent level. Too many people are looking at it. Too many people pulling that fib. Too many people watching the TA folks that are pointing out that number. What are people like me doing? From 133 to 122 to 121 to 107 to 105 to 101 to a couple more orders that I just placed yesterday between, 90 cents and $1. And I'm waiting for some of my orders to not get filled up because it's going to come, it's going to go, and you will regret not buying more under $1. That's just how I think this story plays out. I'm not here to give you financial advice, and I will not tell anybody what to do, what to buy, when to buy or sell. I don't do that. But I do try to be as open and honest and transparent as possible. I can't tell you how many XRP I own, but I can tell you I'm still stacking. I can tell you that number is growing. And I hope that it is for you as well. And I hope that you're not only taking advantage of the prices that we have here on crypto, I hope that you're bettering yourself in other aspects of your life too. Like I said, tending to the garden. Go get in a nice pump. Go get in a nice walk. Go enjoy the rest of your summer. I hope that this bear market is not beating you up too bad. And just know that this thing's going to turn back around and you're going to reflect back on this video, on my tweet of the memes that you saw. Go save the memes that you're seeing today of people clowning us today so that you can post them in 2029 when XRP is trading at double digits and we're having a party. You can send them back to the stupid meme that they made here in August of 2026 and ask them, how'd that program work out for you? If you appreciate our content, smack it for me on the way out and come on back tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern for a full live show breakdown, and we'll have a Q&A session for you as well. I appreciate your support. God bless you all.